Hello everyone, this is Ether Dragon, and welcome back to another episode of Fire Emblem Heroes. So I kind of forgot that I need to record these replays in advance, because I don't have the time because of daylight savings time ending for me over here, so let's get straight into it. Just your usual shenanigans of the week. I don't know what to say at this point. When there's people using certain strategies against my team, you know, they should be able to win with proper execution, but then they just don't. Not much I can say about that stuff. And there's some simple stuff people can do to avoid getting memed over on this kind of stuff, but it's like here they use their duo skill for some reason. Like, they get damage on Sylvia and Sonya, I guess. I guess, so they can use it again. But I don't see what that's really doing. Like, sure, this because my healing tower isn't maxed that they can do this, but then they just leave Reinhardt here, which is questionable. And I mean, I don't know what to say. Unfortunately, Sylvia actually does damage to Kronia because Kronia out of 10, so kind of awkward there, but now we're just kind of chilling while Kronia just goes and vantages some units. Selph's just kind of chilling around doing his thing. Self actually able to take out Hector, so probably not part of their agenda. And they're just going to vantage kill Kronia again, and they'll make it out alive, but definitely do not need to drop this many units, all I gotta say. So, yep, don't know what to say. It's all the same stuff every week. Here we have someone who has a catapult, which definitely helps them out here, saves them quite a few turns. And as you'll see, well, it's a pretty easy win when all your units are plus 10 and you kind of know how to play. So like that play there, perfectly fine. They don't really need air to be at full health at all, or legendary Azura for that matter. So it's just a solid idea. Of course, using Horse Scythe against my team may or may not be a good idea because of Sonya and Brave Micaiah, but to a degree, you know, if you have the right units, you just get free wins against me. So they're just grabbing the ether structures and they're going straight for the kill. Solid play there. Pulse Smoke guarantees that we're not gonna get anything good going. Healing tower not strong enough. Unfortunately, I do need to finish upgrading it, but I am more focused on offensive shenanigans, so that's kind of why. The thing is, we wouldn't even be able to proc Vengeance because of Pulse Smoke, so it was just kind of like, eh. Kind of didn't matter here. Pulse Smoke's just really solid. I do notice that a lot of people are putting Harsh Command on their units now, and so when I'm using Attack Smoke on offense on Nino, it's definitely another whole variable I have to consider, because just in my last match for this season, I had to deal with it as well, but luckily it worked out, so Kaden could just face tank Yoon and a Wings of Mercy Performing Arts Azura, so it just worked out that way for me. But Attack Smoke's definitely a double-edged sword in Aetherraid's offense for sure. And here they do the classic end turn with Noe strategy, which would definitely work if they actually knew what they were doing, aka not putting all their units clustered together like that. As well, we all know Noe's not going to be able to kill here, so that just means a wombo combo free kill for me, and kind of awkward. Of course, they're going to just be able to get the free kill, but they run back and retreat, which to a degree makes sense, I guess. You know, they'll pick up a kill on Seliph there because, let's be real, it's not that hard to beat my Seliph. There's plenty of ways around him, aside from even just chip damage. He just does not have a lot of mine does not have a lot of kill power. And he's pretty slow, so he gets doubled a lot. Plus speed Seliph isn't strong enough. Sonya somehow getting her Glacies ready again, but it's not gonna matter. They can just murder her. So Noe missing the kill like usual, and it's, well, I'm not sure what they were trying to do there, but we get another free kill, and it's basically over at this point. Except for the fact Noe can't kill as usual. What's new? And they just surrender here, presumably because they figure they can get a better match elsewhere. Probably true, considering how early it was in the season. But, well, now we have the usual shenanigans. Brave Ike carry with potential hit and run, and I guess bonus unit. Yeah, seems pretty standard. A little inefficient use of their turns for turn 1, but I mean, of their actions for turn 1, but I mean, it won't matter too much. Now they're just getting set up for, they pick up the ether structure, which is a common mistake people don't do. They're like, I can grab it later, but when you're trying to grab it from the right side, sometimes it can be tricky if some units funnel that way, so it's definitely helpful to pick it up early. And use the heavy trap there pretty wisely. Now they get really free setup here for the hit and run. So they're just gonna one-shot. And so with this bonus right now, of course, is making things a little scarier, but not really. And here we have the same scenario of people, well, kind of just giving me free kills. So kind of awkward there. Legendary Julia, I don't actually know if who can deal. Baiting Sylvia there, pretty good play. So this is gonna do a little bit to Bike, not too shabby. Get the Wings of Mercy proc for Glacy's memes, so we get more free kills. And they still have Seliph at full HP, so I'm not sure what their intention is on actually murdering him. Yeah, not great here for them. So this is probably going after Legendary Azura, and we're gonna get the Brave Ike shenanigans. And Seliph is above half HP, so it's already guaranteed to be over, but gotta pick up the salt kills and timeout. So awkward. I'm not sure what they could have done much better. Maybe actually run away a little better. I'm pretty sure they could have done that. But here we have another Brave Ike and Brave Lucina shenanigans. Pretty standard stuff at this point. Here, this is, I don't know if they knew how the AI works and actually computed it, but they did, props to them. But what they do here is a little suspicious, is all I'll say. Just a little. So they do this, and you see at this point that Brave Lucina has 84 res bulk, and we have our Sonya here with Glacies and Dark Excalibur. AK, she's definitely one-shotting Brave Lucina. There's Drive Res from Conrad, that's not gonna save her. So Seliph here gets almost murdered by Brave Ike, but Sylvia here, because of how the AO works, I don't know if they predicted this, but Sonya here at this point could have had the chance to kill if Sylvia didn't teleport exactly to that spot. So a little awkward there, but if Sylvia didn't teleport there, their Brave Lucina would have gotten taken out. So again, I don't know if they calculated where Sylvia was gonna go, but if they did, props to them. If not, they kind of got a little bit lucky there, but that's just another way my defense is pretty bad. Here, we're gonna do a decent amount of damage to Brave Ike, but he's gonna keep healing and doing his thing. So, I was thinking about Vantage on Sothis, but I figured that really wouldn't do much anyways. It would just help the steamroll against the weaker offense teams, which I don't entirely need too much. So at this point, I'm probably going to try and get ether structures. And looks like Conrad will not be able to kill here. So they're going to be able to grab the last ether structure. So not 100% solid play, but I'm pretty sure they would have been fine regardless. I don't really think they needed to have Conrad in range. If I'm being honest, drive defense and drive res definitely useful, but I don't think it would have been necessary to win the matchup. I'm not sure on that though, because I didn't actually do the calculations. And well, I mean, I think you know how this is going to go. Someone with a level 8 silk for bonus unit. So of course the big thing is, well, Panic Manor. But of course Thune has Demonic Breath, so to a degree it doesn't matter, but it's still a good idea to take it out. And I don't really know why they didn't take out the tactics room. Especially when they just do it this turn, so it's kind of weird. They're just really burning churns, not doing very much. So, not entirely sure what they're up to here. And they finally break the Panic Manor on turn 3, so it's definitely awkward. Now they're just going to go for the bait here, but they leave Legendary Azura there, so you all know what's going to happen. So we're going to pick up the kill here, and well, Stealth's going to do a little bit of damage, you know, 40 damage, not bad, but he never really manages to pick up the kills. Brave Micaiah misses the kill. What are you going to do about it? So what happens when you use low merge units that you can't really build up to +10, but don't really care too much. Mostly use Brave Micaiah for ground orders, and to a degree Yoon's Whisper is pretty useful, but gonna get the silk level up here. Gotta level up your units in ether raids. Optimal plays. And Sothis is, well, going to miss the kill. What's new, but she'll be able to now pick up the kill here. Wrath boosted Sirius. So I guess they just surrender there because they probably could have had a better matchup there. Was it this team? I already forgot. I'm not paying attention. Nope. Guess we're on this match now. And all this person using Forsyth, or however you want to pronounce his name. I don't know how to pronounce names. RIP. No distant counter though, so gonna be a little suspicious. This team's just super suspicious. I don't know what they're trying to accomplish with this team, other than maybe hit and run with a semi-tank option, because he doesn't have distant counter, which to a degree can make sense. Some teams do rely on the enemy actually countering, but it's like most of the time it's going to be, you're going to be dealing with like Yoons and stuff with like 2 cooldown specials, so I don't know about that. Here they snipe Sylvia, which is perfectly fine, except for the fact they leave a unit in there. So, yeah. Forsyth taking quite a bit of damage there, and he's kind of just... They're kind of just stuck leaving units in range, so free kills for me. And Sonya's just gonna troll and break the block moving backwards, because that's how the AI works. Brave Micaiah, again, not really able to pick up the kill, but I mean, at this point, they still have Self to deal with, and we're getting the meme AI loop. So, we're gonna bait Sonya, perfectly fine idea, but they still have the problem of Self, and they don't actually even kill there, so they're just screwed. timed themselves out at that point. So, Ripperino. And for now, the last replay on the list. Also, again, not sure what this person was doing. Well, of course, they're using Gale Force. They have Desperation, you know, so it should be a decent time, right? Right? So I think the big problem here is, for one, Tabaran can't actually proc Gale Force if he gets one shot, which I don't think he gets one shot, so that's fine. I think it's the rest of the setup that's the problem. They get out of range of the Panic Man, which is perfectly fine. But here it's like they should really just be going for a hit and run strat. Because I don't really think they can feasibly go all in. And then they just bait here. So I'm wondering if Tabarn actually couldn't live so with this. Actually, she's bonus, so maybe. What is that? So then with not Sublime Surge was Sirius, she would be in Wrath range. So I think, yeah, bonus 12, 71, 81. Yeah, he was actually getting one shot by Sothis, so not great for him. But here they bait with, well, Sharena, and doesn't quite get her into Wings of Mercy range. So now we burn our Wings of Mercy Sonya to murder basically dead Sharena. Tabarn able to live the hit from Seliph. Like usual, Seliph's not picking up those kills, so yeah. Looks like, but they just don't have enough firepower in one turn, so they aren't even able to take out Brave Micaiah. So it's just gonna go downhill from here. And yeah, Ripperinos. And that's all we have so far, so we'll be back when there's more replays, I guess. I'm pretty sure there's going to be replays, but in case there aren't, let me just show where I'm looking right now. I still can lose 40 lift, and lots of people do Ether Raids last day. Most of their matches last day. Well, not most, but a lot of their matches last day, so this probably isn't top 1k, but pretty decent showing considered how I goofed this week on offense, but not much to talk about there. This is suspicious for top 1k, but probably going to be top 1k. Arena, definitely quite the competitive week. I have 202 ranks from dropping with 3,820, which I got off of random matches, so yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm staying, but pretty rough week for sure. Next week, Gunthra's bonus, and I don't really think I can stay in tier 21 with Gunthra. But I have to redo Arena Assault still. That's probably isn't holding top 1k either. But yeah, for Gunthra, what do I have? I have a merge or two. Yeah, I have like 2 merges on her. She's not gonna score well. She's a range cab, so yeah, probably dropping out of tier 21 again, but doesn't really matter too much to me. But yeah, we'll be back when there's more replays or the results come in for the week. Alrighty, we have 2 more replays for the week here, it seems. So, it turns out we did get 2 kills in this match, so we got another -0. So we ended out the week pretty well, despite having a couple of goofs earlier in the season. That's kind of just why you just gotta be flexible and be able to deal with the pressure, because it's definitely difficult to be consistent every week if you're using the random matchmaker and not really trying the system. So still a fun challenge for me though, for sure. Here I just don't know what they were trying to do here. Like, they were trying to do a hit and run here, but it's just not well executed. Like, this is fine, perfectly fine. It's just not the way they arrange their units. Not fine. Is all I have to say. So now they flip up May to murder Sothis, which is definitely suspicious. Then they go for the kill on Seliph, perfectly fine idea, but they just kinda leave Legendary Azura around, so it's just a free kill for us. And well, we burn our Glacies on a 1 HP air, but it doesn't matter. We got our 2 kills, and that's all that matters, so I don't know, I just don't feel like the run aspect of their hidden run plan is well executed. Because they also had to deal with Brave Mikaya's, I believe, Yoon's Whispers. So, I'm not sure. Worked out for them though, because my team is not that great, so they still came out with the win, but dropping 2 units, most likely unnecessarily. I don't think they needed to do that at all. But we have another team doing some things. Okay, flyer formation, that makes sense. They have 4 flyers on their team. Except they're using close counter advantage, so not bad. I don't really like the flashing blade miracle. I'd rather put, instead of, I can understand the flashing blade, but I feel like heavy blade, if you're gonna go for some sort of consistency, is probably better. And in the instances where people are running like low attack defense, then well, I don't know what to say about that. Low attack speed also makes flashing blade suspicious. I don't know, it's super weird. Of course, Tharja's Hex helps out a bit, but I think here it's just, yeah, their best option was probably to run for it, honestly. Because here, Tharja's not able to double. Even though she has Tharja's Hex, she's not able to double because of, I guess, Bright Shrine here, or Chill Speed as well. So she's just not able to double, and we get the Wings of Mercy kill there, which definitely did not need to happen. And Seliph being too slow like usual, so he just gets doubled there, unfortunately. And I guess they surrender because they still have ladders, so they can get away with that, unlike me. And so that's pretty much the end of the season here. Only about 32 minutes left, and of course not top 1k. It's all about those last day Ether Raids match spammers, because they're doing the actually optimal strategy, unlike me. As for Arena Assault, I did a rerun, got 5,300 flat, and we're good to go for top 1k. So we'll be back when the results come in, and I think I'll just cut the recording here instead of pausing, because it's a little suspicious when I pause nowadays. Sometimes the video corrupts, sometimes it doesn't. Alright, I waited an extra amount of time to make sure that the results would come in, and well, kind of the usual shenanigans like, I was about to say kind of the usual shenanigans like usual, but that was definitely redundant. Okay, catapult. Let's see, we need catapult on offense and defense. I think we'll just drop the Dark Shrine then, the catapult, and do something like that, I guess. There's really not much reason to have it anywhere else. And on offense, I'm not quite sure. I'm kind of thinking here is probably a bad idea for Astra seasons in general, but we're gonna do it again. 10 out of 10 ideas. Allegiance battles. Barely top 1k, but just good enough. And I guess we'll switch to this team for making it, just for staying in tier 21 most likely, unless people super sniped me last like 10 minutes. So it's another week, but I don't think we're going to be staying because I have Gunthra and Alphonse as my bonus unit, and neither of them score anywhere nearly high enough, so I'll be back after screenshotting this like usual. Yep, pretty standard stuff like usual. And I think that's it. So that's gonna be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. As always, this is Ether Dragon, and hope to see you all next time. Bye.